Hello, welcome to Tea and Reflections. I thought I'd talk about holidays this time because lots of us are about to go away on holiday at this time of year. I'm going away next Saturday. And I always think it's interesting what people take away on holiday with them, what you pack. I always think it says quite a lot about you. I have certain things that I always take away with me when I go on travels. One of them is this African cloth. It's a sort of beach wrap. I don't know if you can see it, which I always take with me when I travel because it's so useful. I've used it as a sheet. I've used it as a beach wrap. I've used it to lie on the grass or on the beach, on the sand. I've used it as a sort of impromptu swimming costume or a nightie. I've used it to carry things in. I've used it as a headscarf. It's just, nobody should travel without a useful cloth. It's very, comes into its own, and it has done on many occasions. And something else I always take with me, of course, is tea bags, because you don't want to be anywhere in the world and not be able to make yourself a cup of tea. So I'm sure you'll agree that's essential. The other thing I always enjoy doing if I'm going to travel is choose books to read, because I love reading on holiday, especially love reading novels on holiday. But I think when I look back on the holidays I've had, sometimes I haven't always felt rested, because it can be quite hard work organising a holiday, can't it? And I've had the experience sometimes of going away and I'm just starting to slow down or really relax, and then it's time to come home again. And they say that a change is as good as a rest, and maybe that's true. But I was remembering a story that David Whyte tells, the poet David Whyte, where he has a rather different take on this question of having a rest. He tells a story of feeling really exhausted once in his life when he was working for an NGO or a non-profit, and there was a culture of overwork in the organisation, and he found himself going back and forth frantically between the photocopier and the filing cabinet, and he started to lose his sense of who he was. He just felt completely exhausted, and he started to lose the sense of what he was doing. And one day it was just all too much, and he walked out. He stopped what he was doing at work, and he went to a good friend, and the friend had a bottle of red wine on the table, and they sat down together and opened this bottle of wine, and David Whyte said to his friend, "Talk to me about exhaustion. What's the answer?" And his friend said to him, "The antidote to exhaustion is not rest. The antidote to exhaustion is wholeheartedness." And that life-giving sentence helped David Whyte to leave that particular job and find his true vocation as a poet. So that's it for today. I really look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.